Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad where we get together and we make a card. Today's card is a drop-in happy birthday banner card. And I love this card because the happy birthday could say something else. I could have it say love, I could have it say thank you, happy birthday, a heart, lots of fun things. But today I want it to say happy birthday. Now the products that I'm going to be using today include the Love Drop-In, which is really fun. We are also using the banners for planners, but we're not making a planner, are we? We're using the banners for planners dies. We're using the Friend Collection paper pad. We're using the aqua rhinestones and the pixie ink, which I really love, and a blender as well. Let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is I've already folded a piece of midnight cardstock. So it's an A2 size card. And now I'm gonna make the white frame. The white frame is gonna be using white cardstock, and I'm just gonna grab my machine and let's open up our die. Now, the fun thing about the drop-ins is we're gonna use that one there. Then we're gonna use what I call the magic rectangle. What is the magic rectangle? The magic rectangle is a die, and let me put it like this so you can really see it. You'll see this notch is taken out of the magic rectangle. The magic rectangle has a blade starting here that goes there, goes around, but stops right here. This corner notch area does not have a blade, so it would not cut anything. But I'm gonna drop in another die to have it say something. So I'm gonna lay this in, and I'm using the other die that goes around it to die cut it all the way out. So I'm gonna lay that in, and I don't want a speed bump, so I'm gonna do this at an angle, line that all up. Let's move it in the middle more. And I am, of course, using my magnetic platform, so once I place it, it's not going anywhere. So that looks really good. Now I want to get the words happy birthday. I'm going to drop those in and see how it just lines up perfectly, just like that. Now if I wanted to, I could use something else. I could drop in instead the word love or a heart. There's also thank you and for you, but I'm going to just do happy birthday. So I'm going to lay that in there, and let's die cut this by itself so we can really see what it looks like. We're gonna lay that down and we're gonna run that through. Now people often ask me, why do you have a pink cutting pad? Well, pink is an awesome color, but I can find it when it's on my desk, that's why. Now there's a lot of blade involved where it said happy birthday. So what I'm gonna do is I'm simply just gonna run it back. That way it's going to go through the machine twice without me moving it, and it's gonna give me a better cut. And on video especially, it's gonna just make it cleaner and faster for us. So I'm gonna pull that out. Now you're gonna notice right away that there's two chads hanging, keeping this paper in here. There's one, a little tiny one right there, and a little tiny one right there. That's where the two blades line up. I'm simply gonna take that and I'm just gonna give it a little tear, a little pull, and I'm going to get all of those pieces out. And see here I have my little chad right there. I'm just going to simply pull that out, and I'm gonna get all that. Now there's a little bit of weeding involved, meaning I need to get all those little papers out, and I don't wanna spend the time to do that. Some of them will pop out that way. So I've already die cut one, and I've already cleaned it, but you're gonna just go ahead and clean all of those little pieces out, okay? So there's our frame. Now what I wanna do is I wanna create my banners. Now I'm gonna do a couple different things. I'm going to die cut quite a few here. And I want to stamp one first, and I'm going to stamp those as well. So let's go ahead and get our stamps out. Dun, dun, dun. I love new stamps. They always smell so good. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get out that solid one, this solid one right here. Peel that out, and we're going to use, and I didn't even grab that, it looks like ocean or sea glass. Let's try ocean. My fault. I'm gonna add that to the image. Now, this is the first time I've used this stamp set. I mean, I've used another one that's exactly the same one, but this is a brand new one. And so the first image might not be the best, so I'm gonna just, I can't turn that over. Here, we'll use this one over here. I just wanna get a nice clean impression, so I'm gonna try that right there. And, ooh, that looks better. So after the second or third time, it's gonna get better and better. So we're gonna use that one. And let's see, that's the only one we need to cut. We're going to use pixie ink. And I thought I had the real ink pad out. Here it is. We're gonna do for you and you rock. And I hope I have the stamp. Where'd my stamp set go? Isn't that funny how you totally just start to lose things? besides my mind, which I've lost a long time ago, let me tell you. That is so funny. I cannot find it. Here's the stamp set. Dun, dun, dun. There's the dies. Well, let's get out the dies while we look for the stamp set. Oh my word, you guys can probably see it and I can't. That is so funny. Oh, here it is. It's right over here. It was upside down. That's why. That's my excuse. Okay, so we are going to die cut that in just a minute, but we're going to stamp that first. And this is a different stamp set, and I don't see that I have it on my desk. My fault. So we are going to fake that, but we'll die cut them. So we're going to die cut this, that there, that banner there, and on the website, don't worry, we'll have the information that you need to die cut, to stamp that. And these are sticky, but we'll make it work. We're going to lay that down, and we'll get that nice and lined up. That's a nice tight die on that one. And we're going to die, oh, we need to die cut this one too. We're going to do 2 of these. You can die cut 2 of these at the same time, so that's handy dandy. And we're going to do the same thing on this one because we need 2 of those as well. So we're just going to line that up, stamp 2, stamp, die cut, die cut 2, stamp 1. There we go. Ready to go. Run that through. Oh, and we need a little tiny blue one as well, so we'll do that. There we go, just like that. Okay, so let's run those through. Lots of blades in there, and let's pull all those out. So we have our blue banner there, we have our striped banner there. Isn't it handy to be able to cut out 2 at a time? Because it's just so much faster. I only have 1 on that one. And, oh, no, I have 2 on that one. There we go. And let's see what else we have over here. We have a purple. So you're going to need 2 purples. So you're going to run that through again. And I just noticed that I missed a step. We are going to stamp also the little tiny one in Pixie and then die cut that out. So we'll do that together. So I'm going to just stamp that. And that one was a little light, so let's stamp it again. And you know what? It looks a little crooked on my block. There we go. Try that again. One more try. 3rd time's a charm. There we go. Now let's die cut that little guy out. Now, if your little dies are jumping, because there's magnets in here, if they're jumping, let your die go where it wants to and then just move your paper and then you're going to get a nice clean cut. And I'm going to use just a little tiny cutting pad because I'm just cutting out a little tiny die. There we go. Pop that baby out and let's start putting this card together. Let's move everything off to the side. And don't lose your dies, so always put those in a special spot. We're going to add adhesive to the back of this. There we go. And just drop that down right there. Oh, get it centered. Don't do it crooked like me. Oh, and I just realized I missed a step. We want see what happens when I don't get to do these every day? We're going to add this gray behind it. So it's just a gray rectangle because you see how it's like blue and white? Big deal, right? Well, if you add this gray behind it, it just adds a little extra color. Even though it is gray, it does add extra color. See if I can add that. Oh, okay, we're going to yank the whole thing. Okay, so let's add this. See what happens when I try to go ahead. Line that up. There we go. And then we're going to add adhesive to this to go to the blue. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Now we have more control over getting that nice and straight. Okay. So now we have that. Now we are going to start adding our banners. And we're going to start with the big ones on the bottom. Just kind of line that up right there. Add this one right next to it. And then we're going to add that little purple one that we die cut and stamped at the top. And then we're going to add this lemon one. Now you can use pop dots, I'm not, but you can definitely use pop dots if you want to. Now the For You and the You Rock, I don't have my stamps out, but I'm going to cheat and use the ones that we've already done. We plan these cards ahead of time, so I have everything ready to go. And I missed the stamps. Okay, so For You, right there. You rock, right down here at the bottom. And let's add a little tiny blue one for kicks at the bottom. There you go. Isn't that cute? Now we have a couple more things to do. We are simply going to add our seam binding, which I love. I'm in love with our seam binding. It's my favorite ribbon actually, because it is so versatile. You can even color it if you want to. So if you don't have the right color, you can use one of our sprays, and we'll make a bow. Just like that. Cute. Fix the legs and fix the arms. And let's trim that. Usually do that at an angle just to make it a little bit more exciting. Okay, and then to finish it off, we are going to add some little aqua rhinestones. So easy peasy. One there. And these you can just put anywhere you want. And there you go. A happy birthday for you, you rock banner card that's a drop-in as well. So easy, so fun, and very quick, if I might add that myself. I think that is fantastic. Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad. Every Wednesday we release a new video, so come back and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.